Hello, fellow diggers. Yeah, this is Penny Digger again. I'm still here in the hospital, sitting here. It's Sunday evening, and sitting out here getting some fresh air, listening to the claps of thunder off in the distance. Sounds like we might get a little bit of rain. And if we do, we do. Big deal. But anyway, here it is, Sunday evening. I've got three people: my current brother-in-law, my ex-brother-in-law, and my niece's husband. All have volunteered to build my ramp. So I've got a wheelchair ramp into the trailer. And exactly 0 boards are up, guys. I mean, they haven't even dug the holes for the damn post holes. I mean, there's only like maybe 6 post holes that would need to go in. And you could just pour a little bit of Sakrete in around the post and then put some water in there and let that dry. Then take you some 2x4s and build your frame around there. Put your 2x4s across, give you something for your plywood to lay on to give it some support. You know, put it inside the frame so it's not making the plywood sit up. And then put your plywood up there, put your handrails up. And no big deal. Get you some oh Lord, I'm not thinking of the right term, that tar paper with the sand on it, give you some traction going up the ramp. And make, like I said, make sure you got your handrails and everything. So it's within code and safety and everything, so everybody can get up and down easily. And there's maybe a little 3-inch bump where you come off of the back porch into the trailer. So you need to cut a little wedge, like a long elongated triangle wedge for both sides, with where you can put a little bit of plywood on top of that. Just nail it down on both of them, and then just toenail it in to the back porch. So once you come up the ramp and you hit the porch, then you can just bump right on up into the trailer. I mean, God, I know how to do it. And there's a possibility I might end up doing it from the seat of my wheelchair. I might just have to have my stepson come out there with me, and we'll dig the holes and put the post in there. Pour a little bit of Sakrete around it. Pour a little bit of water in there with it. Mix it up some, build the frame, let all that dry, and then put the plywood on, and then put the sandpaper on there, so we got some traction going up. And build our handrails, which that's no problem at all. You build your handrails just like you building rails to go on a deck, and just screw them onto the side. So no big deal. And that'll have it within code. But, you know, what can I do? I got, like I said, my ex-brother-in-law, my current brother-in-law, and my niece's husband all volunteered to build the ramp, and 0 has been done. It's one thing to volunteer, it's another thing to actually do it. And I got plenty of volunteers. I got 0 done, which that perturbs me, because if I volunteer, if I tell somebody, you know, okay, I'll do that for you, I'm going to be over there and get it done. The only thing that might hold me up is material, and I wouldn't volunteer unless I knew I could get the material. You know, I might tell them, you know, you supply the material, I'll supply the manpower, you know, I'll throw it up there as soon as you get me the material. I've done that before. My God, I was an electrician for years. I was a foreman for an electrical contractor while I was working as a working electrician, or trying to. It was a bitch to try and get up on a ladder and get anything done, when every time I did, here came the superintendent wanting to go over prints with me, or here came somebody, okay, I'm done with that project, what do you want me to do now, or how do I do this, or what do I do here? Oh Lord, I didn't get very much done trying to work on the ladder while I was a working foreman. It just didn't get a lot done. But my guys saw me trying, and I think that earned me a little bit of respect from them, because they kept telling me, dude, I do not want your job. But all the other foremen that would walk around all day with their clipboard and not even try to get up on a ladder, they'd be like, man, I want his job. Just walk around with a clipboard and that's all you do all day. Well, I had a couple of times where I had to fill in for them while they were on vacation or whatever, and I was happy to hand them their keys back when they got back. Say, dude, am I glad to see you. Here's your keys, here's your clipboard, see ya, bye. But no, hopefully somebody will get over there and get that thing built. My ex-brother-in-law was doing a job up in Rome, Georgia, which is about 300 miles away. I don't know if he was done with that job or whether he can just send a couple of guys up there to finish and leave a couple of them down here. I don't know. I know tomorrow's Memorial Day, so I don't know what the deal's going to be there. God, I don't know what they're going to do day to day. I mean, I didn't know that I was being sent over here for this, what they call swing bed shit, which is a rehab. A damn swing bed. That sounds like a title for a 70s porno flick, don't it? The Swing Bed, starring Ron Jeremy. Oh God, that's going back in time a little bit. But anyway, we'll get this thing done eventually if I got to do it myself. I'm just hoping somebody will get out there and surprise me, like Rolling Stone said. You know, he said it wouldn't surprise me if you did get out there and build it from your chair, but just, you know, they might surprise you. They might get out there and get it done. Well, they might. At this point, I'm not holding my breath, but they might. I've had a bunch of people tell me that shaving that big old beard off made me look 10 years younger. You think that makes you look 10 years younger? Let me get some of that Just for Men beard dye. Dye this shit light brown. Huh. I look like I'm in my early 40s again. But I'm gonna jump off of here. I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on, and that I may be a resident in my front yard if they release me tomorrow or some shit. Because I can't get in my house the way it stands. I don't think I could even crawl in the front door. So unless somebody gets over there and builds that ramp real quick, I might be in a mess. So everybody, y'all take care. You know, Medicare won't pay for a damn bit of equipment that goes in your bathroom. They'll buy me a non-motorized wheelchair like this one, which I'm going to need one like this once I get in the house. Since I live in a single wide trailer, that mechanical monstrosity, that big old power chair of mine, it'll make it up the ramp, it'll do it at the yard, it'll do it at Walmart, it'll do it at, you know, the stores, but in the house, no, it won't work in the house. It won't go in the bathroom. So many places that I can't take it. But one like this would work. They're supposed to be getting me one like this and a nice big thick seat cushion, and then they're supposed to be getting me one of those portable toilets, so I can set that over our regular toilet and use that for the safety rails to get on and off the toilet. But the transfer bench to sit in the garden tub and be able to sit down on the bench outside the tub and slide over on it to get into the tub, and then take the hand shower head and shower off, they won't pay for that at all. So I got to figure out a way to do that. Now I've got some tongue and groove boards under my son's bed, and I've got some Gorilla wood glue, and I think I've got some wood screws to put 3 pieces across the bottom like slats and screw them down to hold everything together, and then get me some 2x4s and build me a framework to set that seat down in, and then build me 4 legs, and then once the legs are built, set it over in the tub and find out what is going to be my level, and cut off the legs in the tub shorter than the legs outside, so that when I sit it down it's level. I can do that, and I've still got some clear acrylic that I can go over the outside boards and make them nice and smooth and no splinters, so I don't go sliding across there and yow, splinters. I may end up having to do that. I found one on Amazon.com that's $50.36, but that's $50.36 that I don't have. And then I found a set of safety rails with a magazine rack on the side that's like $30 or $36 or something. I could look on Amazon.com again and see what it is, but it's not that much. I mean, the two together, under $100, and that's for everything. And then I could put the shit together, and even in my condition now, I can handle that. But something will work out. I know that. Alright, peeps, I'll talk to y'all later. You take care, and let me hear from you, all of you. Ashania, it was good to hear from you. Tempest Fugit, where the hell you at, Bubba? I ain't heard from you yet. I heard from John 3:16. I haven't heard from Dave yet. Of course, I know he's probably busy as hell. And I hope things are working out for my boy Deep Digger Dan. I know you were moving back to England. I hope you got back where you're supposed to be going and things are working out for you, Dan. I know that sucks for you, having to move back away from your daughter. You were trying to make that work where you could be close to her, but women won't work with us sometimes. So you know how that is. But anyway, dude, y'all be cool, and I'll talk at you later. This is your one and only Penny Digger saying, we out. Bye, Bubbas.